How important was it for you to get this thing out as soon as possible? Because, we got it out in August, but, as a filmmaker, you must be at this dilemma thinking, man, if I had 3 more months, but also you're thinking that the world can't wait 3 more months for this information, because this film could literally change the course of history, could change the course of public policy, of public action. So how do you weigh those two factors?
Yes, it's a great question, because we actually made a pretty extreme pivot during the production of part 2. And that was, we set out to release something immediately after part 1. And I did 30 interviews with top doctors. Rashid Buttar was one of them, among a lot of other very notable professors and Nobel laureates. And, it became clear as we watched the world kind of devolve into this battle of these hot button topics, the mask and social distancing, understanding the game. I took a step back and I said, I don't know that we want to get into this fight at all, because there's no winning this fight. It's designed to just further divide us. The more data we show, the more data they show, the more they go back and correct search engines and change history, such that it just leaves the people battled and divided. And so I didn't want to cause more of that, and I didn't want to be involved in a game that is just unwinnable. And so we made the decision, after we did all these interviews, we made the decision to leave out all of that, because it became clear as we started to analyze all of the fact checkers, all of the debunkers, that they were avoiding the key issues, that the revelations that were spoken by Dr. Mikovits regarding conflict of interest, regarding patents, regarding the money trail, and no one addressed these issues. And that's the game. They say, look at this, just like a magician, look at this over here while this hand is doing this. And so, we just said, no, let's look at the trick hand, only the trick hand. And so we made a pivot that required us to kind of scrap all of our interviews, start over, and to hold this diligent line of, let's only focus on what they're trying to hide most from the people. And so that took extra time. So there was this sense of, well, how much longer can we go before we release this, before, the subject, the narrative changes out there, or before the world shifts to some new false flag, crazy situation. Let's get it out there. And so there was a great deal of pressure for us to get it out. At the same time, credit to my team, that everyone was mostly concerned with telling the full story. And the full story had to contain the exposing the game of the media and the fact checkers and all of that, because we knew that no matter what we put out there, that people are going to come back and say, well, Snopes discredited it, so I guess we can turn away now. And with that kind of those firewalls set up in advance, there's nothing you can do out there unless people understand that those firewalls, who owns them, who pays for them, and what they really are, they have nothing to do with fact checking. As I say in the film, they're political spin machines.